Hello, my friend. It's time for another sleepy adventure. Hello, sleepy adventurers. Welcome back to another peaceful journey through your favorite worlds. I'm Felix, your sleepy dungeon master, and I'll be guiding you through tonight's experience. Imagine the familiar and enchanting world of Hogwarts, where the ancient castle rests nestled among rolling hills, bathed in the soft glow of an autumn afternoon. The golden leaves rustle gently in the breeze, whispering secrets of magic and mystery. As the sun dips below the horizon, the glow of candlelight begins to dance on the castle's stone walls, wrapping the corridors in a cozy embrace. Tonight, you find yourself in a place not often visited by students, the heart of warmth and hospitality, the Hogwarts kitchen. Here, the air is filled with the delightful aroma of magical dishes being prepared. Copper pots and pans hang gleaming above the cozy space, and the friendly hum of activity is soothing to your soul. You're invited to join the house-elves, those cheerful custodians of culinary magic, led by the ever-eager Dobby, for your first house-elf cooking lesson. Together, you'll learn the secrets of crafting delightful spells and culinary wonders that bring comfort to the heart and warmth to the body. As you settle into this gentle task, the inviting warmth of the ovens and the soft chatter of the house-elves make you feel welcomed and at ease. You are invited to embrace this moment, letting the comfort of the kitchen lull you into a restful state. With each dish prepared, you feel more at home in this magical setting where time seems to slow and peace wraps around you like a familiar cloak. So, find your most comfortable position. Let go of the day's worries and allow yourself to drift softly into the serene world of dreams. So, let's begin your journey. The crisp autumn air drifts in through the slightly open window of your dormitory, carrying with it the earthy scent of fallen leaves. The golden hues of the afternoon sun cast long shadows across the room, creating a cozy atmosphere that perfectly complements your mood as you prepare for your first house-elf cooking lesson in the Hogwarts kitchen. You stand in front of your wardrobe, contemplating what to wear. After a moment's thought, you decide on something comfortable yet practical. A pair of jeans and a soft, oversized sweater that will keep you warm in the potentially drafty kitchen. As you pull the sweater over your head, you feel a flutter of excitement mixed with a hint of nervousness. Cooking with house elves is not something you get to do every day, and the opportunity to learn from them feels like a rare and precious gift. Your anticipation builds as you gather your supplies. You reach for your wand, tucking it securely into your pocket, and then grab a small notebook and pen, thinking they might come in handy for jotting down any magical recipes or tips you learn along the way. You pause for a moment to tie your sneakers, making sure the laces are snug and secure. Once ready, you take a deep breath and glance around your room, ensuring you haven't forgotten anything. Satisfied, you step out into the corridor, the familiar stone walls of Hogwarts enveloping you in their ancient embrace. With each step, your excitement grows, and you can't help but wonder what delightful dishes you'll be creating today. As you make your way through the castle, the corridors echo with the soft hum of student activity. You pass groups of classmates chatting animatedly, their voices mingling with the distant sound of laughter from the great hall. The comforting aroma of roasted meats and fresh pumpkin pie lingers in the air, a reminder of the delicious meals the house-elves prepare daily. Turning a corner, you find yourself on a quieter corridor, where the gentle rustle of tapestries and the soft tap of your footsteps are the only sounds accompanying you. As you walk, you take a moment to admire the intricate designs on the walls, scenes of magical creatures and legendary witches and wizards, their stories woven into the fabric of Hogwarts itself. Ahead, you spot a figure you recognize instantly, Dobby, the ever-enthusiastic house-elf. His large green eyes light up as he sees you approaching, and he waves energetically, his ears flapping slightly with the motion. "Hello, Dobby," you call out, your voice echoing slightly in the corridor. "Hello," Dobby replies, his voice filled with joy. Dobby is so excited to see you. Are you ready for your first cooking lesson? You nod eagerly, feeling a rush of warmth at his infectious enthusiasm. "I am. I can't wait to learn from you and the other house elves." Dobby beams, his smile stretching from ear to ear. "Ah, it will be wonderful. The kitchen is ready, and the other house elves cannot wait to meet you. We have many special dishes planned for today." As you walk side by side, Dobby shares stories about the kitchen and the other house elves. His excitement is palpable, and you find yourself grinning as he describes the various magical ingredients you'll be using. The thought of creating something truly magical fills you with a sense of wonder and anticipation. The two of you continue down the corridor, your footsteps echoing softly on the stone floor. As you descend a flight of stairs, the air grows warmer, and the faint scent of spices and baking bread wafts up to greet you. The comforting aroma wraps around you like a familiar hug, and you can't help but feel at ease. You pass by a group of paintings, their inhabitants nodding or waving as you go. One portrait of an elderly witch with twinkling eyes smiles at you, and you return the gesture, feeling a sense of camaraderie with the castle's enchanted inhabitants. "Almost there," Dobby chirps, his voice filled with eager anticipation. "The kitchen is just down this way." As you approach the entrance to the kitchen, you notice a subtle change in the atmosphere. The air is thick with anticipation, not just your own, but something shared between you and the castle itself. It's as if Hogwarts is aware of this special day and is silently cheering you on. Dobby leads you down a final corridor, the stone walls narrowing slightly, creating an intimate passageway. The sounds of clinking pots and pans grow louder, and you can hear the muffled chatter of the house elves as they prepare for the lesson. Your heart skips a beat as you reach the threshold, and you pause for a moment, taking in the scene before you. This is it, the moment you've been waiting for. The anticipation is almost tangible, a heady mix of excitement and curiosity that has been building since you first learned about this opportunity. You take a deep breath, savoring the last few seconds before you step into the bustling world of the Hogwarts kitchen. The room is cavernous, much larger than you imagined, its stone walls stretching far and wide. A soft golden light bathes the space, emanating from a series of enchanted lanterns that float gently overhead. casting a comforting glow reminiscent of a cozy autumn afternoon. The warmth from the various hearths scattered around the room adds to the gentle temperature, warding off any chill from the outside world. Your eyes are drawn to the center of the kitchen, where a row of long wooden tables is set up, their surfaces polished to a gleam. They are laden with an assortment of magical ingredients and kitchen utensils, each more fascinating than the last. You see a pile of vibrant ruby-red apples that seem to shimmer slightly in the lantern light, and next to them a basket of peculiar purple vegetables with swirling patterns on their skin. The hum of activity is constant, but not overwhelming. A symphony of sounds that blend into a harmonious background noise. The clatter of pots and pans, the soft whoosh of flames being coaxed to life, and the gentle chatter of house-elves as they bustle about their tasks. You catch snippets of conversations, their voices high-pitched and cheerful, mingling with the occasional burst of laughter. As you venture further into the room, you take in the array of hearths lining one wall, each one with a specific purpose. One is dedicated to simmering a vast cauldron of what looks like pumpkin soup, the orange liquid bubbling contentedly. Another hearth hosts an intricate contraption that seems to be a cross between a rotisserie and a clockwork device, slowly turning a spit of roast meat that exudes an irresistible aroma. You pause to touch the edge of one of the wooden tables, feeling the smoothness of its surface, worn by years of diligent use. There's a sense of history here, a palpable connection to the countless meals prepared and shared, stories told, and the unspoken camaraderie between those who work this space. Your gaze travels upwards to the ceiling, where you notice a series of enchanted windows. They display a perpetually clear sky, dotted with fluffy clouds, creating an illusion of openness and continuity with the world above ground. It's a clever bit of magic, you think, designed to make this subterranean haven feel less confined, more connected to the outside world. In one corner of the kitchen, a group of house-elves is gathered around a table, expertly assembling what looks to be a magnificent dessert. Their nimble fingers move with practiced ease, layering thin sheets of pastry with a creamy filling that glistens invitingly. They work in perfect harmony, a testament to their skill and dedication. You notice Dobby, the house elf who invited you here, darting between tasks with a joyful energy. He catches your eye and offers a wide, welcoming grin before returning to his work, carefully measuring out a sparkling powder into a mixing bowl. His enthusiasm is infectious, and you feel a growing excitement for the lesson that lies ahead. As you continue your exploration, you discover a wall lined with shelves, each one filled with a fascinating array of cooking implements. Copper pots and pans hang alongside utensils of all shapes and sizes, some of which you can't quite identify. There are ladles that seem to twirl on their own, knives that gleam with a magical sharpness, and rolling pins that roll themselves out smoothly across a countertop. In another section of the room, You find a series of barrels and crates, each labelled with neat, handwritten signs. They contain everything from flour and sugar to more exotic ingredients like dragon fruit and powdered moonstone. The variety is astounding, a testament to the kitchen's ability to cater to the diverse tastes and dietary needs of the Hogwarts population. As you wander back towards the center of the room, you take a moment to simply soak in the atmosphere. There's a sense of timelessness here, a feeling that the kitchen has always been and will always be a vital part of Hogwarts. It's a place of nourishment, not just for the body, but for the spirit. A refuge where warmth and kindness are as abundant as the food. You take a deep breath, savouring the mix of scents and the comforting warmth. There's a palpable sense of anticipation in the air, a feeling that you are about to partake in something special, something uniquely magical. The kitchen is alive with possibility, each ingredient and tool poised to play a part in the culinary magic that is soon to unfold. With every corner explored and every detail absorbed, you finally feel ready. The kitchen has revealed its secrets, shared its stories, and now it feels as though it is welcoming you into its fold, inviting you to become a part of its rich tapestry of life and magic. And just as you prepare to join Dobby and the other house-elves for the lesson ahead, you pause, taking in one last moment of this enchanting space. The warmth, the light, the sounds, all blend into a symphony of comfort and anticipation. You are ready to begin your first house-elf cooking lesson, eager to learn and create in this remarkable place. The warm, buttery glow of the Hogwarts kitchen surrounds you like an embrace as you stand at the threshold of your first house-elf cooking lesson. The gentle hum of activity fills the space, punctuated by the clatter of pots and the soft rustle of aprons. You feel a sense of anticipation, your heart fluttering with excitement as you prepare to dive into this unique culinary adventure. Dobby, his eyes shining with enthusiasm and a mismatched pair of socks peeking out from beneath his little robes, approaches you with a wide smile. "Welcome, welcome to the Hogwarts kitchen," he exclaims, his voice bubbling with warmth. "Today we shall create something very special. Yes, indeed." You nod, eager to begin, and follow Dobby deeper into the kitchen. The air is filled with a symphony of aromas, simmering stews, freshly baked bread, and the earthy scent of herbs. You take a deep breath, savouring the sensory experience as you arrive at a long wooden table piled high with ingredients. This is where the magic will happen. Dobby claps his hands with glee, drawing the attention of several other house elves who scurry over, their expressions a mixture of curiosity and excitement. "We shall be making pumpkin pasties," Dobby announces grandly, his voice echoing throughout the bustling kitchen. A favourite at Hogwarts, especially during this time of year. You smile at the prospect, your mouth watering at the thought of the warm, flaky pastries filled with sweet, spiced pumpkin. Dobby gestures for you to join him at the table, where a mound of bright orange pumpkins awaits. "First, we must prepare the filling," he explains, handing you a small, sharp knife. You carefully slice into a pumpkin, feeling the firm resistance of the rind before the blade slides through to the soft, fibrous flesh within. Dobby watches you with an approving nod as he begins to scoop out the seeds and stringy insides with practiced ease. "You are doing well," he encourages, his voice light and encouraging. Pumpkin pasties require a gentle touch, much like coaxing magic from a wand as you finish preparing the pumpkins. Another house elf, Winky, joins you with a small cauldron. She places it on a low fire, and the flames dance merrily beneath the pot. "Now we add the pumpkins," she instructs, her voice soft and melodic. You follow her lead, sliding the chopped pieces into the cauldron, where they begin to sizzle and soften. "Spices next," Dobby chimes in, bustling over with a collection of small jars. He opens each one with a flourish, releasing a fragrant cloud of cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves. The rich scents envelop you, making your head swim with the promise of autumnal flavors. Together, you measure and sprinkle the spices into the bubbling pumpkin mixture, watching as the colors deepen and meld. As the filling simmers, Dobby turns his attention to the pastry dough, which another house elf, Creature, has begun to prepare. Creature grumbles good-naturedly, his hands working the dough with a deftness that speaks of years of experience. "The dough must be just right," he mutters, rolling and folding it with a practiced rhythm. Not too thick, not too thin. You join in, your fingers pressing into the cool, pliable dough as you mimic Creature's movements. The sensation is soothing, the rhythmic motion grounding you in the present moment. Dobby watches with an approving nod, his eyes twinkling with satisfaction. "Cooking with house-elves is about harmony," he says, as if imparting a great secret. Each ingredient, each step, must work in concert with the rest. Once the dough is ready, you and the elves roll it out into thin sheets, the rolling pins gliding smoothly across the floured surface. Dobby demonstrates how to cut perfect circles using a small circular cutter, and you follow suit, lining up the neat rounds of dough on a tray. The filling has cooled slightly, and you spoon generous dollops onto each circle, the rich, spiced aroma rising to meet you. Dobby shows you how to fold the dough over, creating a crescent shape, and you crimp the edges carefully to seal in the delicious filling. The pasties, delicate and golden, begin to take shape under your hands, each one a small triumph. With the pasties assembled, you help Dobby place them in the oven, the heat radiating in gentle waves as the door closes with a satisfying click. "Now we wait," Dobby says, his voice filled with anticipation. "But not for long. House-elves know the magic of patience." As the pasties bake, their tantalizing aroma fills the kitchen, mingling with the other delicious scents wafting through the air. You feel a thrill of excitement, knowing that soon you will taste the fruits of your labor. Dobby checks the oven with a practiced eye, his expression one of focused concentration. Finally, Dobby nods in satisfaction and opens the oven door, releasing a wave of fragrant warmth. The pasties are golden and crisp, their edges perfectly browned. You help Dobby carefully transfer them to a cooling rack, the pastry delicate beneath your fingers. Dobby beams at you, his eyes shining with pride. "You have done wonderfully," he exclaims, his voice filled with genuine warmth. "These are some of the finest pumpkin pasties Hogwarts has ever seen." You feel a flush of pride at his words, the satisfaction of a job well done filling you with warmth. The house-elves gather around, their expressions a mixture of delight and approval, and you know that you have truly accomplished something special. As the pasties cool, Dobby continues to engage you in conversation, sharing tips and tricks for future culinary endeavors. You listen eagerly, soaking in his wisdom, feeling grateful for this unique opportunity to learn from the house-elves. The atmosphere in the kitchen is one of camaraderie and accomplishment, the gentle hum of activity providing a soothing backdrop to your conversation. You feel at home here, surrounded by warmth and friendship, and you know that this experience will remain with you long after you leave the kitchen. The core of your cooking lesson complete, you take a moment to savor the experience, feeling a deep sense of connection to the magical world of Hogwarts. The pasties sit cooling before you, a testament to your hard work and the guidance of your new friends. And though the lesson is over, you know that this is just the beginning of your culinary journey. With Dobby and the house-elves by your side, the possibilities are endless, and you can't wait to see where this adventure will take you next. As the clatter of silverware and the soft rustle of kitchen activity gradually fade into the background, you find yourself standing in the heart of the Hogwarts kitchen. The air is filled with the warm, comforting aroma of freshly cooked, magical dishes. You take a slow, deep breath, letting the mingling scents of pumpkin pasties, treacle tarts, and chocolate frogs envelop you like a well-loved quilt. The bustling energy that had filled the room moments before now transforms into a gentle hum, like the contented purr of a napping cat. You glance around, taking in the sight of the house-elves, who have been your companions throughout this enchanting culinary journey. Dobby is there, beaming with a sense of pride that mirrors your own. His eyes meet yours, and the unspoken understanding passes between you, a shared recognition of the magic that was woven, not just in the dishes, but in the bonds created through the simple act of cooking together. "You did very well today," Dobby says, his voice carrying a note of genuine admiration. You smile, feeling a gentle warmth spread through your chest. It's a rare thing to receive such heartfelt praise, and in this moment, it feels as rich and fulfilling as the finest of feasts. "Thank you, Dobby," you reply, your voice soft yet full of gratitude. "I couldn't have done it without your help." The house-elf's ears twitch happily, and he gives a small, humble bow. Dobby is happy to help. You are always welcome here. You sense the sincerity in his words and feel a profound sense of belonging. Here, in this warm and bustling kitchen, you are not just a visitor or a student. You are part of a community, woven into the tapestry of Hogwarts in a way that is both magical and deeply personal. As the other house elves begin to tidy up the remnants of the cooking session, you take a moment to reflect on what you've learned, the magical dishes you helped prepare, each with its own unique charm, have taught you more than just recipes. They've imparted lessons of patience, creativity, and the joy of shared efforts. You think back to the careful way Winky showed you how to fold the dough for the pasties, and Creature's gruff yet oddly endearing instructions for perfecting the chocolate frog filling. These moments of connection, of shared laughter and concentration, have left an indelible mark on your heart. Your thoughts drift to the magical ingredients you've handled today, each possessing its own peculiar properties and wonders. The bouncing bulbs that added a playful zing to the soup, the whispering sprigs of mint that seemed to sing as they were chopped. Each element served as a reminder of the enchanting world you are part of. You realize that this experience has not only deepened your understanding of magical cuisine, but has also enriched your appreciation for the magic that exists in everyday life. A gentle clinking draws your attention back to the present, and you see a small gathering of house elves setting a table with the dishes you've all prepared. The sight stirs a gentle anticipation within you, and you make your way to join them, feeling a sense of unity that transcends words. As you sit down, the table becomes a symbol of shared achievement, each dish a testament to the collaboration and care that went into its creation. The first bite is a revelation. The flavors are vibrant and lively, yet comfortingly familiar, as if they hold stories of generations past and present. There's a magic in this food that goes beyond spells and incantations, a magic rooted in tradition, in the hands that have crafted it, and in the bonds it has nurtured. As you savor each morsel, you find yourself engaged in gentle conversations with the house elves around you. They share stories of the dish's origins, little anecdotes about past cooking sessions, and tales of Hogwarts' kitchen through the years. Their voices are soothing, like the rustling of leaves on an autumn afternoon, and you listen with rapt attention, feeling honoured to be included in such cherished narratives. "You've got a knack for this," remarks Winky with a shy smile, her eyes twinkling with approval. "Not many can say they've cooked with house-elves and enjoyed it as much as you did." Her words fill you with a quiet pride, and you nod, acknowledging the truth in them. "It was a wonderful experience," you admit, your voice carrying the weight of sincerity. "I've learned so much today." The house elves nod in agreement, their expressions reflecting a shared sentiment. They too seem to appreciate the exchange of knowledge and camaraderie, and you feel a deep sense of gratitude for their openness and willingness to share their world with you. As the meal progresses, you find moments of quiet contemplation interspersed between bites and conversations. You think about how far you've come, not just in terms of cooking skills, but in your journey at Hogwarts. This experience has been a stepping stone, a reminder of the endless possibilities that await when you open yourself to new adventures and friendships. The kitchen, with its warm glow and comforting atmosphere, becomes a sanctuary for reflection. You feel an overwhelming sense of peace, as if a gentle spell has wrapped itself around you, soothing and reassuring. The noise of the outside world fades into insignificance, leaving only the present moment, rich with contentment and quiet joy. You realize that this day, with its simple yet profound lessons, has been a gift. It has shown you the beauty of collaboration, the magic in everyday tasks, and the importance of community. It's a reminder that even in a world filled with extraordinary wonders, it's the small shared experiences that leave the deepest impact. As you take a final sip of pumpkin juice, the flavors lingering pleasantly on your palate, you feel a sense of closure. The activity may have ended, but its effects will ripple through your days to come. A gentle reminder of the warmth and welcome you found here in the heart of Hogwarts. With a contented sigh, you look around the table once more, feeling grateful for the company of these remarkable house elves. Their presence has enriched your experience, and you know that their friendship is a treasure you'll carry with you always. "Thank you all for today," you say, your voice filled with heartfelt appreciation. "It was truly magical." The house elves respond with smiles and nods, their eyes shining with mutual appreciation. In this moment, words seem unnecessary, for the bonds you forged speak volumes. As you rise from the table, you feel a gentle tug at your sleeve. It's Dobby, his eyes wide with sincerity. "Remember, you are always welcome here," he repeats, his voice a comforting promise. You nod, the warmth of his words settling in your heart like a cherished memory. "I'll remember, Dobby. Thank you." With that, you take one last look around the kitchen, capturing the scene in your mind, a tapestry of warmth, camaraderie, and shared magic. As you step away, you carry with you the knowledge that this experience has become a part of you, woven into the fabric of your Hogwarts journey. Walking slowly, you leave the kitchen behind, your heart light and your spirit enriched. The corridors of Hogwarts stretch out before you, filled with promise and potential. Each step a quiet celebration of the magic you've discovered within and around you. The kitchen of Hogwarts, usually bustling with the lively and tireless activities of the house-elves, has now softened into a gentle hum as the night deepens. The warm glow from the hearth casts a cozy amber light across the room, its flickering shadows creating a dance on the walls that soothes your eyes. The air is filled with the comforting, lingering aroma of the day's baking, hints of cinnamon and freshly baked bread mingling with the subtle sweetness of vanilla. You find yourself a quiet corner, an inviting nook where a plush chair awaits next to a little table. The chair is draped with a patchwork quilt, each patch telling its own story, stitched with care by the house-elves over countless years. As you sink into its embrace, you feel the soft, worn fabric mold perfectly to your form, offering a gentle support that invites you to relax. The kitchen has grown quieter, the clinking of pots and pans now replaced by the soft murmur of crackling logs in the hearth, and the occasional gentle whispering of the elves as they finish their tasks for the night. You watch as they move with fluid grace, their movements so naturally synchronized that it seems as though they are part of the very fabric of this magical place. In this tranquil space, you take a deep breath, inhaling the comforting scent of the kitchen, and exhale slowly, releasing any remaining tension from the day. The atmosphere wraps around you like a warm hug, and you feel a deep sense of belonging, as if this moment was meant just for you. Dobby approaches with a shy smile, his large eyes filled with kindness. He offers you a small cup of chamomile tea, its steam curling up in delicate tendrils, and a plate with a single perfectly baked biscuit. You accept with gratitude, taking a sip of the tea, its warmth spreading through your body, leaving a trail of relaxation in its wake. The biscuit melts in your mouth, its buttery flavor a testament to the love and care that went into its creation. The kitchen's enchanted ceiling mirrors the great hall above, displaying a sky dotted with twinkling stars that glimmer like scattered diamonds on a velvet backdrop. The moon, full and luminous, casts a gentle light that filters through, painting silvery patterns on the floor. Your eyes grow heavier, lulled by the rhythmic sounds of the night. You close them for a moment, allowing the other senses to heighten. The gentle crackle of the fire, the soft rustle of the elves as they move about, and the distant, soothing echo of the wind brushing against the castle walls create a symphony of tranquility. With a contented sigh, you rise from the chair, feeling the day's adventures settle comfortably in your memory. You thank Dobby and the elves, their faces shining with the quiet joy of a job well done. They bid you a good night, their voices soft and melodic, like a lullaby floating through the air. You make your way through the dimly lit corridors of Hogwarts, the paintings on the walls snoozing peacefully, their frames outlined by the golden glow of nearby torches. The gentle sway of the castle beneath your feet is like a cradle, rocking you ever so softly as you move. Arriving at your dormitory, you find it enveloped in a serene silence, the kind that only comes when the world is at rest. The room is bathed in a muted glow, moonlight streaming in through the window, casting long shadows that stretch across the room like whispers of dreams. You change into your nightclothes, the fabric soft against your skin, and slide under the covers of your four-poster bed. The bed, with its thick curtains and plush pillows, feels like a sanctuary, its warmth and comfort welcoming you into its fold. The sheets are cool at first, but they quickly warm to your presence, wrapping you in a cocoon of coziness. Your head sinks into the pillow, its softness cradling you, and you pull the blanket up to your chin, feeling its weight settle over you like a protective shield. The gentle rustling of leaves outside your window is a soothing lullaby, harmonizing with the occasional distant hoot of an owl. As you close your eyes, the world of Hogwarts envelops you completely. The day's memories drift through your mind like autumn leaves carried by a gentle breeze. You think of the laughter shared, the magical dishes created, and the kindness of the house-elves, all forming a tapestry of warmth and joy that fills your heart. Your breathing slows, each inhale and exhale a gentle tide that washes over you, carrying you further into the realm of dreams. You feel a profound sense of peace, knowing you are in a place where you are cherished and safe. With each passing moment, the edges of consciousness blur, and you drift deeper into the embrace of sleep. The stars outside continue their eternal dance, casting a protective light over the castle and all within it. Your last thoughts are of contentment and gratitude for the magic of this world and the serenity it brings. You surrender to the night, allowing it to guide you into a restful slumber where dreams await, filled with wonder and the promise of new adventures. And so you sleep, nestled in the heart of Hogwarts, where the magic of the world whispers softly, "Good night." As the final flourishes of magic fade from the Hogwarts kitchen, and the gentle hum of the house-elves' laughter recedes, take a moment to savor the enchanting journey we've had together. We've witnessed the cozy warmth of the hearth and stirred potions of flavor and friendship. This chapter, filled with the kind of wonder only Hogwarts can offer, now closes softly, like the turning of a well-loved page. Remember, dear listener, the sleepy dungeon master is always here, ready to guide you through more fantastical adventures when you feel the call of distant lands and magical realms. Each story spun on our channel is a gentle escape, waiting to welcome you back whenever your spirit desires a touch of adventure or a soothing retreat into the fantastical. For now, let the sounds of your world become softer. The comforts of your cozy bed wrapping around you like the safest spell. You're free to drift into a restful slumber, letting go of the day's cares as if a gentle enchantment were lifting them away. Sleep well, wrapped in the warmth of Felix's voice and the magic still shimmering softly around you. So, until we meet again in the twilight of another story, I wish you the most peaceful dreams. May your night be as calm and comforting as the most serene potion. Good night, dear friend, and though our paths may part for now, know that you're cradled in the gentle evening glow of slumber,